is John Cleese Car Audio YouTube channel. My name is Connor, and today we're going to be talking about the BMW F33 behind me, and unfortunately with the infamous problem with the faulty Harman Kardon amplifier due to water ingress. If you're watching this, you probably already have one that's faulty because they are dropping like flies. BMW, I've been told by numerous clients that have these problems, they don't actually have a proper fix for it. You've either got to keep popping in for having the drainage holes cleared out, or it just seems to be, it is what it is. Okay, so this car's come in because not only was the amplifier well over 4 figures, but our client was told they had quite a long lead time for this amplifier, in excess of 6 months. The customer didn't want to be without audio because, I don't know if you're aware or if you have one of these cars, but when your audio doesn't work, it means you can't even make phone calls, and it also, your parking sensors don't even work, so you can't even get notifications of how close you are behind or in front of you. So it is a massive inconvenience for the F33 BMW 4 Series convertible owners. Now, our customers come in because they want a solution that didn't involve the factory amp. And I'll tell you what also is a big problem when you replace a factory amp, is it goes in exactly the same position, which is known to have water ingress in it. So you put another amp in, and if you don't actually fix the issue, or if BMW can't fix the issue, chances are you're going to need another amp a year or 2 down the line. And when the amp's 4 figures, you don't want to be doing this 2 or 3 times, for example, okay? So I'm going to talk you through what we've done on this one. And the best way of doing that is showing you to the boot where our solution is. Now, because it's fiber optic, you can't go and buy a cheap amplifier off the shelf and just drop it in. They're not compatible aftermarket amplifiers unless you have a fiber optic amplifier. Now, original amplifier, I'll quickly show you first. It is this one here. This is the amplifier in question, and if you look close enough, you can see the pitting on the amplifier. All this white stuff here is actually just the reminiscence of water where it's been sat around in water. It is all over the amplifier, and when you actually go down into the area where the amplifier is situated, which is down here, we actually had a little puddle down here, unfortunately. So what we didn't want to do is put our new amplifier in where the original one is. So what we do is we relocate the amplifier to behind the rear seats. So there's the amplifier there on the right. We go for an Audison 8-channel amplifier. That allows us to run all the speakers in the vehicle except for the center channel. We don't need the center channel in this application because using Audison and our clever installers here, we can create time correction, meaning we can make the sound like it's coming from the middle of the dash, even though it's not. And then next to it, just in case you're wondering what that box is to the left, that's called an Audison Bit DMI. What that allows us to do is fit an aftermarket amp on the original fiber optics and gives us the ability to retain all parking sensor audio. That is needed in order to have that. You can't fit the amp on its own, you have to fit that device there. So it's an investment. It's more expensive than the BMW amplifier. However, these amplifiers are better with more power, so you actually leave with a better sounding audio system than before. So rather than just spending 4 figures and having exactly what you started with, you actually end up with spending 4 figures but having something better than you started with, which it lessens the blow a little bit because no one wants to spend over $1,000 and have exactly what they had before. It's an ideal situation. What we've also done in this car, we did find that some of the water was actually coming in through the rubber. There are other places they come through on these cars, including the air vents for the wheel arches, but we did actually notice what was coming over the rubber here. So what we've gone and done, we've bought the customer a brand new rubber from BMW and replaced it as a matter of course anyway, because despite us moving the equipment, you don't want water in your car because you're going to get condensation build up and you're going to get damage elsewhere. So we replaced the rubber anyway for her as a matter of course, a goodwill gesture. Well, I say goodwill gesture, she paid for it. But it's very important to just, when you find these issues, just fix them while you're in, because otherwise you're going to have to book in BMW and get them to do it, which is another delay. But yeah, amplifiers relocated to there, are well away from water. There is no water, a chance of getting the amplifier soaked there, which is a great position. But yeah, that is an F33 with our fix, using Audison equipment, and also because it's Audison equipment and we're fitting it, you get 5-year warranty on the amp and device next to it. Not water damage, but we're not going to have water damage on this equipment now. And yeah, customer leaves with all their Harman Kardon speakers working, sounding great, and yeah, an improvement overall. That's pretty much it. You know, if you've got any questions, you know what to do. Get in contact, drop us a comment, or send us an email, or if you fancy just doing an informal message, get our WhatsApp number off our website, www.johncleeseaudio, and send us a message, and we'll endeavour to answer any question you may have about this solution on the F33 4 Series convertible platform. But for now, Connor from John Cleese, Max behind the camera, and all the boys here at JK. See you later. One more thing before I completely go. There was one other thing we did on this car, which you may want on your 4 Series. If you've got a LCI model, which is like 2066 onwards, with the factory iDrive 6 or iDrive 5, we can actually upgrade the software and give you genuine wireless Apple CarPlay from factory if you don't already have it. And I'll tell you what, quickly have a look at it now. I'll jump on the other side. So now the customer has got full genuine Apple CarPlay, appears on the menu bottom left. I select it on here, and now the customer actually has got, and it's touchscreen Apple CarPlay as well on ID6 with this screen. So customers now got Apple CarPlay genuine and upgraded. So they wanted that added at the same time. So we added a Wi-Fi antenna to the back of the unit and then reactivated Apple CarPlay for her. Great option, especially on these cars. And it's a cheap upgrade in total for Apple CarPlay. No hardware needed. If you've got an LCI model, so roughly 66 onwards to when the G Series came out, this shape, then we can activate CarPlay. But that is it. Again, see you later. And as a side note, if you prefer to not have that on show, what we can also do for an additional cost is we can make a cover panel to hide the equipment that goes across the back of that and trim it in the same grey charcoal carpet as the boot so you completely don't see it. All depends on budget and specification of package that you go for at JK.